What's up, everybody? Ron Harris here, along with Big Mike Cox, and we're here for the watch party of the Detroit Pro, happening right now as we speak in Detroit, Michigan, where they used to make all the great cars, and they still make some. So, Mike, we were watching some of the amateur
yes
before, and it wasn't a huge turnout, but the bodybuilders that I saw, they look pretty legit. What do you think?
Well, quality competitor. It makes me warm inside, Ron, to see bodybuilders thriving, looking good. And these guys, they nailed it. The couple even novice guys. The one kid was a true novice. I'm like, there's no way he's a true novice. He looks phenomenal, man. So it's good to see the numbers in bodybuilding and the quality of bodybuilders thriving, man. Because it was, with men's physique, classic, there's other alternatives to do. But when it comes right down to it, bro, like everything was spawned from bodybuilding.
Yeah, they just AJ just posted a picture of the woman. There was only one female bodybuilder in the show. She looked good, but that's a problem when you've only got one.
Yes. She looked good. Man, honestly, the wellness girl, if the wellness girl did bodybuilding, other than the humongous glutes, she might have won. She had a lot. Ron, her quads were absolutely insane. Like this chick was pro. I mean, she could stand on the pro stage, put it that way. She wouldn't, a little bit leaner, she'd fit right in.
Okay. Just to let you guys know, this is on Fuad Abiyad Media's YouTube channel. It's free. That's why I'm able to do the live stream, the watch party. But if you want to watch the amateurs, it's live, but you can rewind on their video if you want to see any of that stuff. But right now they had a break, and now we got Sid up there setting the stage for the pros about to come out. We only have two pro divisions today, men's bodybuilding and men's classic physique. Curious to see which one they do first. But man, what an improvement over last year. They only had 7 guys show up last year for bodybuilding. It was the only division they had. And this year they have 15. And I think it looks like 13 classic. So it's definitely a bigger show. And I saw the prize money. First prize is $30,000.
Yeah, and I think he's giving away also those body part awards as well, like he did last year. Yep. So you can make money. And what I was thinking too earlier, man, like Nick, this would have been a great show for Nick to do. But obviously you can't jump in and show that quick. But listen, this from last year, Ron, he more competitors, classic physique, and listen, the black backdrop we love, the basic stage setup like it was back in like when we were competing. It's a very intimate environment. I mean, we got the flashy lights now and all that kind of crazy, the LED stuff, but this is at its basic, man. This is like old school 80s bodybuilding, bro.
I mean, Fuad's not that old. He's over 40 and everything, but he listened to the fans. He's the only promoter who heard what the fans wanted and delivered at the expense of sponsors want their logos to be prominently displayed at all times. They want those in your face. They don't want you to be able to look at a bodybuilder and not see their logo. That's why we have all these LED screens and everything else and all the banners and everything. But Fuad, he's putting this on with Hostile. His own company is sponsoring. Seth Ferrocci's company, Accent Sledge. Marek Helt has had a ton of ads. So they're clearly more than happy. Obviously, this free web stream is a free live stream. The only other promoter does that is the Arnold Classic that I know of.
Now, Is New York going to be? I'm sure it's going to be webcast, right? The New York Pro. I'm assuming it will be, and Pittsburgh too, right?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. So listen, free is always good, Ron. There's no free is the best, right? Yeah. So to be able for us to sit here, you in Boston, me down here in Florida, to watch a bodybuilding competition to where we had to wait 3 months. We wouldn't have found out the results till June for the show. Yeah. So I know fans have to complain a lot, but listen, man. It's not on NBC or ESPN, but it's free, and we're watching it live. So,
well, you know what? I mean, the advantage to it is you can watch this anywhere. When we were kids, we could tape. We were old enough. There were VCRs around when bodybuilding was on TV. We could tape it and stuff, but this is like on demand. Anytime you want to watch this stuff, this video is going to be up forever now. So you could come back tomorrow or a year or 5 years from now and watch this show.
And that's what I do. I'll go back and watch the show or look at the NPC news, kind of study the pictures. That's what we do. It's like we're meatheads, man. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. So this is This is body, not classic, right?
Yeah.
Are these the amateurs?
No, dude.
Are you sure? I think no, they must not be amateurs.
No,
Oh,
yeah, they're open.
This is this classic? Are those the classic trunks now? Yeah, they must
But
be.
this,
Everybody's got the same trunks on, so this must be classic. Yeah.
I thought
Yeah, that's
they got bodybuilding trunks.
they're getting small. These classic trunks are getting smaller by the day. Yeah, this
guys-
is Basim 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first 6 guys in the classic lineup.
Like it's just full. I don't know, man. I get it, they're shredded, but you got to have a delineation, a differentiation of classes, right? And the trunks clearly, it's over the years, bro. They gotten shorter and shorter. If you haven't noticed.
Oh, I just noticed something because I have him on the thumbnail because at the beginning of the week, Wesley Vissers was on the competitor list. He is not on the list anymore.
No way. Really?
Because I printed this out last night and I didn't even read through it again. I assumed everybody was the same. I was only looking at the open men, to be perfectly honest, but Wesley is gone. It's too bad. I was hoping he could pick up a win, but the fact that he already said he's not doing the Olympia anyway, what would have been the point of winning this for him except for a little bit of money?
But he was in Detroit. Like he was there, in Detroit. I was watching one of his videos with the food shopping and all that. So I don't. Maybe bad fish.
Maybe bad fish. You know what? Let's see if the lineup. Maybe my page didn't print out the second page. Let me see, because this second group, if he's not in it, maybe I'm jumping the gun here. Maybe in the comments they're telling me, Ron, you dipshit.
Greggo is going to be super confident, bro.
I mean, I had him winning anyway, honestly.
Oh, there's Wesley.
Oh, he's there. Okay. My bad, Wesley. God, again, Ron Harris messed up. Thank God he's in there. Thank God. I mean, I want to see some kind of battle.
He's got the structure, bro, is so Arnold-esque with his physique, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's a guy of 6'3". These other guys must be pretty tall because he's not that much taller than the guy next to him.
No, even Greggo looks rather tall as well too. Like he's some tall dudes, bro.
Yeah, he's. I've stood next to him. I want to say he's like 5'11".
Is he?
Somewhere around there. He's definitely. To us, it's all the same.
Yeah, exactly. What is it?
I can kind of think this guy's close to 6 foot. This guy's over 6 foot, but it's all the same.
You're 5'11", bro. It's 5'11", 6 foot, same thing.
Yeah, but what a relief. I'm so glad Wesley's in it because I put him on the thumbnails and I was expecting to see the top two between Greggo and Wesley, although, there's always people on the list I've never heard of before.
No, at all.
I'm always pleasantly surprised. Like in the open. The open.
I didn't notice those names. No, I didn't. I was like you. I didn't notice the the only Greggo and the one guy's making his pro debut. Isn't the new kid?
The kid that's third from the left, or he was third from the left, Jack Eagles. He made his pro debut last week out in California. Jack Eagles. He didn't do that well. I think he was like 6th or 7th. He's young. Yeah. I think he's like 21 or 22.
My God, that's a baby.
West legs are straight up and down. Yes. Yep. Dude, Jack Eagles is like trash. Oh boy.
You know what? Even if Wesley takes a year off, like some of these things may be just genetic, right? Like he can't change the sweep to his legs. We can make him bigger.
Yeah.
But with that kind of frame, man, like you just want to see him. Like I personally, the meathead in me wants to see Wesley at like 250, 6'3", right? That's just the jack meathead in me. But I've been a fan of dudes for a long time, man. That kid, he's got a classic physique. Like does have a totally classic physique, but it's just peaking for a bodybuilding show is the hardest thing to do in the world, other than hit a baseball.
So this is competitor number 1, Basim Ashuri from the USA. Zoom in, please. I hope they're not going to stay this far away because everybody looks great from here. Everybody looks. Oh, there we go. All right, yeah. So immediate thoughts. Pretty good legs.
Good back.
Waist, a little thick in the waist for what I would consider classic. Arms, being someone who's tricep challenged myself, I see this guy could use some more arms for sure. Delts look good.
Thick pecs.
Yeah. Hitting that 3/4 shot is not easy.
No,
Were you ever able to master that pose?
I could do this one like this, but not on the ground. But it was it just didn't. I was in a cramp. It didn't feel well. That's from not drinking water for 2 days.
Yeah, that'll do it. I mean, to me, that's the toughest pose you can even attempt in bodybuilding. That Arnold kneeling, the 3/4 twisting Arnold pose.
Yeah, I didn't get on the ground much. I was too afraid. I tried the Phil Hill thing my first show, but after that, it was good.
So that was Basim Ashuri. Next up is Gabriel Castillo from USA.
Okay, Gabriel.
Looks like a taller guy, just based on the proportions I'm seeing.
Needs a little more overall thickness.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's nowhere near his weight limit.
No. Yeah. But you know, man, like shows like this isn't a super stacked lineup. So I think a lot of newer, especially classic guys, can get a really good look instead of trying to do a bigger show like, Chicago, Tampa, New York, where there's to be like, 25 classic guys. So show like this, man, 13 guys, you can't get overlooked. Now, if the physique doesn't back up the view, then I can't help with that.
And I think the fact that the live stream is free, it's a tremendous opportunity for these people to get exposure. If they're in the bigger shows, unless you're one of the top guys, you're probably not getting too many Instagram posts about you or people talking about you. So if there's only 13 guys, you have a much better chance of at least getting some recognition, some publicity out of it than if you were one of 25 guys at the New York Pro and you're in the third call out.
And even too, guys, the amateur guys got a good look on a webcast. Like that's something you don't see very often.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that they do that they did the webcast for both the amateur and the pro, even though we were kind of on standby for a couple hours trying to figure out when this was going to start.
I was 8:45 waiting. I'm like, starting now.
All right, so up next is the UK's Jack Eagles. He just made his pro debut last week at a pro show out in California. Didn't do tremendously well, but he is very young. How old? I think. Correct me if I'm. Let me see. I'll look up his Instagram. He has great shape. He's got a great shape. Yeah, I mean he's a kid. I'll tell you how young in a second. Jack Eagles.
This is a marathon, not a sprint, right?
Yeah.
So he's got the structure to build on. You just don't want to rush it, man. Everybody wants it like this, like now.
Right.
But this kid, you can't ruin that, bro. He's got such a beautiful shape.
He's 22 years old.
Jesus, right? He can't even run a car.
I'm gonna check that. That list again to see if I messed up because I don't want to miss anybody.
It's to run. It's a lot of pressure when you're getting all these accolades on social media, and then you come to the show and it doesn't go as well. It's gotta be hard. It's just something we never had to deal with, right? Like we can just hide out in our gym, go at different times we can do as well.
Yeah.
But these guys, they're putting you're showing everything on social media, man. It's a lot of pressure on some of these guys.
Yeah, I did a video about Sullick yesterday, like the old heads. That's where we are. We're the old heads.
That's not it.
We were dumb, but we didn't have anybody seeing how the dumb shit we were doing.
Thank God. Could you imagine?
We had no way to broadcast it to the world.
God, so, I wouldn't be able to get a job if I.
Well, I think a lot of these women are going to find out all the stuff they're putting online now. It's not going.
Oh yes, forever.
Okay, yeah. So I missed a couple guys on my list. All right, so this is Daniel Fabode from USA. I'm not familiar with a lot of these names. Yeah, I mean this just goes to show you. Never heard of this guy, but Classic has so many good pros.
And some of these guys, I swear to God, these guys make good open bodybuilding, 212 guys.
Oh, 100%. I mean, like that's why open bodybuilding at the amateur level doesn't have the depth that it used to, is because we have guys going into men's physique and classic, whereas in the old days, everybody went into bodybuilding. Just like women only had bodybuilding. They didn't have 10 divisions to choose from. So you always saw the people with the best genetics totally maxed out. And we don't see that all the time anymore. Okay, so this is Lucas Funk from Germany. He was actually in the Arnold Classic a couple weeks ago, if you recall. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, was that the guy? Was that okay? I remember. Yeah, I remember this dude.
Yeah, could fill out a little more. Yeah, it's hard because I'm always looking at these guys with a bodybuilder's eye, a bodybuilding fan's eye. And so I'm like, needs to be bigger, needs to be bigger. But I guess they don't always need to be bigger in classic, do they?
They don't. Like, it's like classic. Like when we see a classic physique, you know what it looks like, right? Like Ben Fado, Cherry Pastel, Ray, they all had classic physique. So when you see a guy, sometimes in classic, you have some guys that are bodybuilders in classic, right? And some guys that are just, you look at them and go like, that's a classic physique. Terrence Ruffin, that is a classic physique, right? That's just, he could be the trophy, in my opinion, for the classic physique. He's that good.
Yeah, I mean, I had Mike Sommerfeld on the other day, and I told him, when I say you're a bodybuilder, I don't mean that as an insult. I mean, I'm not saying you don't have great shape and symmetry. I mean, I think you are someone who has enough mass to hang as a 212. I don't even know if he would need to be much bigger at all just to do very, very well as a 212.
I don't think he would, though. I don't think he'd be bigger, bro, at all. Like, he's a bodybuilder, right? I see him as a bodybuilder in classic.
Adrian Gordillo from Mexico on stage right now. I like the legs. I always like to see the great teardrop development, has decent sweep.
And condition, as usual.
Yep. I mean, you don't see too many classic guys out of shape, do you?
Ever. I don't think I was, maybe one or two, right, over the course of years. But these guys, that's what I love about it. They come in pure. I'm a condition guy. I wish open guys would come like this, right? But that's the whole different subject to get into.
I remember asking Breon years ago, because I think after the first or the second time they'd bumped up the weight cap, I said, what do you think about just getting rid of the weight cap? And they judged by a classic look, no matter what you weigh. He said, nope. He said, I promise you half the guys wouldn't show up in shape. They'd try to come in big and full, and the condition and the quality wouldn't be there anymore.
Like the 212 guys. They come in shredded because they got to make that weight.
Right, yeah. I mean, if you put no restrictions on somebody, especially these guys who have trouble making weight, now you're going to say, just come in as big as you want. Yeah, condition will be out the window for a lot of them. We got Greggo up next, it looks like. So this is the heavy favorite. He was third place at the Arnold Classic behind Mike Sommerfeld and Logan Franklin a couple weeks ago. Training partner of some guy named Derek Lunsford, some of you might have heard of. Oh, and there is Javona Miller that's Derek Lunsford's mom, guys. What's up?
Yeah.
Well, you could probably tell by the avatar if you weren't already sure. Yeah. So, yeah.
And his gym is right down the street, like about 25 minutes away, Lunsford Gym.
So is that a public gym, or is that just, private the way the old Dragon?
It's semi-private. You got to apply. There's a website, you fill it out, and it's like an application, kind of like MI40.
So Greggo, man, yep, he brought it. I knew he would.
Got a great physique, man.
Because he missed the qualification. Obviously, only the winner of the Arnold, Sommerfeld, who didn't need it, got the qualification. So he'll probably pick that up today, unless somebody, Wesley or somebody else, is able to defeat this. And good luck, because
he looks a little fuller, but he wears it well. Like, it's a very good look. I think he may be a little bit crisper in the glutes of the Arnold, but
yeah,
he filled out. It works for his body, right?
Yeah,
the way he presents himself is see how he has his leg up with the front lat spread and the hips twisted.
Yeah,
he's got very good presentation. A lot of these guys are great at hiding their flaws. Even just a little twist of the waist will make your waist look a little bit small. Like vibrato will kind of hitch that waist up at an angle. These guys know all those little tricks to kind of accent. And Logan's really good at that, dude. Logan hides all of his weaknesses perfectly. So does Greggo. Like you kind of wish. I don't know, man, and this is wishful thinking, but some of those open guys, bro, just got to hold that pose and look at these guys. It's hard. I can obviously say that. It's easy for me to sit here and say, in Florida, but some of these guys, bro, they don't hold that pose long. They hit it, move. These guys hold that pose, and the photographers can get a look at you,
Yeah. I mean, when I was sitting there taking pictures for the play-by-play in MD, it would drive me nuts when guys would not hold a pose because I could not get a good picture. So now they're critiquing Greggo's conditioning. Yeah, he's not as tight as he was the Arnold for sure.
No,
but I don't know.
I think it's good. It'll be good enough to win.
Exactly. This is Brock Jenkins from the USA. He's got some luxurious long locks of hair.
I was just going to say that. Beautiful, isn't it?
Look at that. Look at all that hair. Woo. Nice.
He's got a good physique, man.
Look at that back. I mean, this is a. When I say he's a bodybuilder, I look at that back. He's thick enough to do well in bodybuilding for sure. Not many of the classic guys are.
Look at that. He's got a damn good physique, bro.
Yeah. Okay. And see, I never heard of him before today.
No. I'm looking at the watch, bro.
I think this is a first call out guy right here.
Looks like Loki.
Same hair.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
And he's got a great name, Brock. How cool is that?
That's a man's name.
I mean, you can't be a beta boy and have a name like Brock.
No. 5,000 people watching it. 5,000 people.
Oh, on the Fuad's one? Yeah. It's free. Shit, it's free.
You have to.
I predict in probably about 20 minutes when the open guys come on, 15, 20 minutes, I bet that's going to triple.
Ridiculous. The freak show, bro.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Alex Kent from the United Kingdom. Epic beard. That's a cool opening pose.
Fight.
Yeah, man, this is a quality lineup.
It's a very good lineup. It's funny though. It's just, I guess, again, they're not bodybuilders, so you don't know how much more size they have to play with in this class, depending on the weight cap. But again, I got to stop. That's a great pose. You know, he reminds me of Ron. Remember that Indian guy, Prem Chad, from back in the 80s?
Man, wow, what a memory. Yeah, of course. I remember Prem.
Certain poses remind me of from the back a little bit, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, he remains the only guy from India so far to ever compete in the Mr. Olympia.
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah. See, you said he was studying in college. I was reading Muscle and Fitness Complex.
I wonder how tall this guy is. No way to know.
He doesn't look very tall, right? It's hard to say. But they all look tall when they were in the second call up.
Yeah, I should note that Greggo, up until when he first came on the scene, he was like 12 pounds under his classic limit, and now I think he's right at the limit. So he's put on a ton of mass.
Yeah, and it shows. I guess Aceto and Traded with Lunsford can do that to you.
This is a good point. This Joe is making. A lot of these streams we watch, I can't tell if the people are in shape or not. I have to wait until pictures or the Gilco clips come up. But Gilco is actually shooting this. They're the ones filming this. So that's why one reason why this looks so damn good. Okay, so this is Hamza Saeed from USA.
Condition freaks. These guys are all condition freaks.
Haven't seen one person out of shape yet.
Oh.
I'm not sure who they said was more than West. Probably Brock.
The lighting is phenomenal.
It's old school, real old school lighting.
Bro, you know what's great? If the Olympia did this just for prejudging, that would be insane. Those guys would look absolutely nuts. If only.
Yeah. I mean, again, going back to photography, which doesn't concern too many people watching, but when they have like the white backgrounds with all the banners and stuff, your camera is always going to want to try to focus on like the brightest thing there. So a lot of times I couldn't get the guys in focus, or the background would be bright and they'd look dark. I guess it doesn't matter anymore. All right, so that was Hamza Saeed from USA. Next up from Deutschland, Germany, we have Luke Andre Steinker.
That's a strong German name.
Seriously, Steinker.
That's a strong German name, bro.
Well, Luke Andre sounds like he's a French dude, and then all of a sudden he's German with Steinker.
Nice calves.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. When you can see the calves from the front, that's a good sign.
That's a very good sign.
But he's playing it up. He's got that leg twisted.
Oh, yeah. It's just, sometimes you being, this is hypercritical, but just the tan has got to be they got to be dark, man. Like these lights are great lights.
Yeah.
The amateur guy, dude, his shape was kind of funky, but his tan was phenomenal. And it made him look that much better.
Getting back to presentation, these classic guys, by and large, generally speaking, they pose so much better than the open bodybuilders.
They're just fluid.
This is
flow. The hand
transition. Everything is just. You can see this guy put a lot of time and effort into his posing.
The transition pose from pose to pose. One thing you look at that.
Yeah.
Absolutely tight the whole time. Making eye contact with the crowd. This is the stuff that we read about in Arnold's Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding. Is what he's doing. right?
Yes, yes. A couple of
Good
years.
quads too, man. Like this is a damn good lineup.
Yeah, I'm just curious as to who's going to push. I still see Greggo as a heavy favorite. I wonder if Wesley's going to be Wesley coming up next. If Wesley's going to be the one, or because we were expecting Wesley to push Sommerfeld at the Arnold, and he ended up
No,
down in fourth place.
But
Not horribly, not awful, but not what we expected.
No, it's just we put a lot of expectations on these guys, and like I said, when they don't meet our expectation or the standard that they set previously, it's like, oh Jesus! But Wesley looked so good the year he won that Arnold that he may be chasing that look from here on out, right? Because I think everybody nails it one time. Every pro nailed one or maybe two times, and then we constantly compare them to that look.
Here he goes. Okay, so perfect tan, perfect condition.
Yeah, I like it.
Love his front shots. Love his side shots.
That's US, bro. Look at that. Full pecs. Like I said, it's just that condition, and you have to not judge them on past shows, right? We got to just this is how he looks now. The side chest is beautiful too, man.
Look at that. Yeah.
Hey,
the thing about, so here's what I wonder about his legs. Obviously, he's been training his legs hard all these years. I don't think he's intentionally been holding back on his leg development or anything like that.
No.
So if he went to open, which is what a lot of people would like to do, if he puts on 20 pounds, is he going to have the same proportions? Or how could he selectively put on more leg size? I mean, obviously, I think he's been getting so much feedback and trash talk about his legs. That's what he's going to focus on after this, because he's going to take the rest of the year off.
Yeah.
I just wonder, what is he going to do? Is he going to do something different? Because he's not an old guy, but he's in his early 30s. He's had plenty of time to build the legs up more. Why haven't they responded? Makes me wonder.
Nasser never grew it back, right?
Yeah.
Train hard. It's just a genetic thing. Like I train my calves and I never got them, right? Like arms, I train I went at the peak twice a month. It's a genetic component, Ron.
Yeah.
Even if he puts on 20 pounds,
he's
not going to be complex. 20 pounds is not going to his legs. I think he can improve them and get them bigger, but that shape's going to be there. It's going to still be the same shape, unless he calls Ernie Taylor and does that. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Patrick Moore would beat Wes. Not the Patrick Moore we just saw at the Arnold wouldn't beat Wes, you silly rabbit. Okay, this is our final competitor from USA. This is Jay Yount or Yount. It's Yount. Again, everybody looks good. I haven't seen one person that I was like, what the hell? The way I know somebody sucks is when I have to ask, where did this guy turn pro? And I haven't had to say that once.
Yes. I'm like, you got a pro card? But it's a very complete bodybuilder, man. Like there's no kind of real imbalances with a lot of these guys either. They flow very, very well from top to bottom. And plus, too, they're probably not consuming the amount of food pro bodybuilders are either. You know what I mean? So that makes a difference. Come on, Fuad.
Yeah, I hope. Yeah, I don't know if that's not my server. Yeah, so there's an explanation from Lee Carmichael about Wesley. He says he's got back issues, which interferes with his leg training. I can certainly understand that. You have back issues. You're not squatting.
And at 6'2", like how that's a long squat. That's a lot of range of motion, right?
Yeah.
Let me see what's going on
Are
here.
you seeing that on your end too, Mike, or is it just?
Yeah, it's spinning. Oh, I'll refresh it. Refresh your screen.
Okay. Let's do that. So that's
no, never mind. Screw it. Don't listen to me.
Refreshing didn't help?
Nope.
Okay.
He's right back to the same pose.
Okay. So here's a good question while we're waiting for the lag. How do you train I think he meant how do you train he says how do you train your back with back issues? You can train anything. You just can't really do things that put your lower back in a compromised position. Like my back, you can't do barbell rows, full deadlifts are probably out of the question, but you can do anything on a chest press. You could do, bent one arm rows where you're supporting the non-working arm on a bench or the dumbbell rack.
Pull downs.
Any kind of pull downs is fine. Yeah, you can do. Yep. The only things you really can't do are barbell rows. I can actually, because my back's not that great, but I can do T-bar rows.
Yeah.
Barbell rows.
I do Smith machine bent rows. I do those. And a couple of weeks ago, I did the free bar bent rows, which is
How'd that
It
go?
was fun. The next day wasn't pleasant, but I went up to 185, which at this age is great. But like, just doing that movement, bro. I was very careful about my lower back because I'm very cautious about that. But it just felt like it was just the memories, and it just felt so good to do a bent row. You know what I mean?
Oh, I have on my phone. He's not frozen anymore.
No, I'm like the TV. Let me change the channel. Let me go off. Let's see.
Huh? What is going on? Let's do F5 again.
Oh, there's me. It's weird when you watch yourself on the TV. I don't like doing that. Oh, wait. Is he still I don't know. But he's still posing.
Yeah, I think I might come back, leave it and come back to it.
Yeah, I think it's stuck, dude. I did it on my TV. I changed the channel and came back, but it's still.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm good. Nope. Damn it. It was good for 1 second. It was fine for 1 second, then it went back to that.
And he's got no chat either. Can't complain.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, I think so.
Let me see. I'm going to get out of the video again.
Assuming. Yeah, it's not going. Something's wrong with it. I don't understand. Oh, wait, commercial.
Oh, dude, it keeps going back to that.
Same spot, bro.
Okay, stream died all over the world. Okay, I just want to.
Oh, damn.
Okay, well, I want as long as it's not just me. I'd feel awful for you.
Maybe they should pause it before the open men go on to fix it. Oh, could you imagine that they're not showing that shit
before they got to open? Ooh.
Oh,
this is Greggo conditioning overall size. Got to do his gut out. Well, that's not much of a gut. I wish my gut only went out that far.
Shit, no shit, right?
R.I.P. Detroit Pro, 2024. Yeah, watch because my phone would see it perfectly. I never have issues watching videos on my phone.
There we go. Here we go.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we're back, guys. So,
what?
Is this the first call out? I guess it is.
Yep. Greggo, they're both next to each other.
Greggo and Wesley side by side, and on either side, I have to look at the numbers. Can't remember the names. That was, I think that's Gabriel Castillo with the bun on his head there next to Greggo.
The kid, the Jack Eagles guy, it's not Eagles.
Yep. First call. 6 guys out of 13. That guy with the great hair over in see him on the sidelines. I think he should have been. He should have been in this call out. But what do I?
I agree.
All right, so
the back next to Greggo though, it's good though, Ryan. His back doubles.
So it looks like it's between Greggo and Wesley, as we kind of predicted. Man, again, the legs. Greggo has him so solidly in the legs. I think Wesley has him in the upper body. Honestly,
it's the tale of two halves, right? Wesley's upper body is ridiculous. Greggo's legs, especially that outer sweep, see how it just pops out like that?
Yeah. So what do you do?
That's very telling right there.
Well, Greggo for the win. I mean, it's Greggo's upper body isn't weak.
No, you're next to Wesley.
Right. Wesley's got just so much fuller. He reminds me of Arnold Schwarzenegger in a lot of shots, Wesley, to be honest.
And he poses well too.
But you can't have weak legs, and Wesley's legs, man.
It's got to be a complete physique. Now, if Greggo wasn't here, it would be a different story, right? 100%. But it's just
Wesley will come second. Looks like it.
Yeah,
I would say good point here. His legs actually look worse from the back than they do from the front.
Yes, they do.
Amat easy win. Who's Amat? I don't know, but it's Greggo is the easy win. Who's Amat? Yeah. I didn't even know who that is. Matt. I think he wanted to say Matt, but he typed in extra A. Wes has a side shots. That'll be the difference. Nah, I mean he beats most people in the side shots, upper body, but then his hams from the side they're pretty flat.
They're not existent, Ron. There's no drop, right?
Yeah. And I love Wesley's physique. It's just I'm not loving the legs.
No, I think Wesley's got he is classic as well, but you got to have balance. You know what I mean? You got to keep those upper body and lower body got to be balanced. And the higher you get, the more successful you get. That's when people start nitpicking your physique apart, right? The more shows you do, we start seeing little things here, little things there that, when somebody just comes on the scene, you're like, oh shit, what perfection. But the more shows you do, you got to keep improving.
So this is the second call out. So the best is the best of the rest. I guess
the guy in the middle is good.
He does.
That's my dude. I don't know his name. That's my dude.
You know, the guy with the hair reminds me of as a young Pavel Jabloniki from Czech
Yes.
Republic.
Yes.
Nobody knows who we're talking about except
four
people watching. George UK knows who we mean.
Yes.
Everybody else, huh? Pavel, what? Huh?
No. He
look good. So I'm wondering if there's going to be a final call out that's just Greggo and Wesley. I bet.
Now, I don't know, man. Like those two in the middle, I would give them a look with maybe like 4, 5, 6. Oh,
yeah. Not again.
Just to see.
Oh, the spinning.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
but I would give those guys a look just to kind of to see
if they didn't buy enough bandwidth. I don't know.
I think so.
I'm not really sure. Yeah, I mean, this guy in the middle should have been in that first call out.
I think so too. And Pavel Jabloniki Jr. should at least give him a look, right?
Well, I mean, typically with the judges, and these are all, I heard the judge, they're all very experienced guys. Yep. They're going to take out most of these guys and bring in a couple of the guys from that first call out. And then it's going to be a reconsideration for 4th, 5th, and 6th place, I think.
Maybe like bring back 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, maybe, or 3rd through 6th, and see how they handle.
I wish I could read the numbers a little better here. See if I can I expand it? No, I can't expand it. Yeah, I can't. My glasses they're good, but they're not that good.
I'm near, I can't see crap at this point.
Yeah. So sorry, guys.
Man, he's hardening up.
Yeah. What is this guy in the middle, man? I want to know I know we just went through him, but I don't want to refer to him by the wrong name either. I know Brock is the guy with the hair.
Yes. Because that dude in the middle. The dude in the middle looks good.
Who is that? Let's see if anybody in the stream. Who's the guy in the middle, guys? Help me out.
They all got some pretty good backs, man. It's just you got Greggo and Wesley that are just giants.
So here, Wesley wins more poses than Greggo. It's really not about who wins more poses, though. I know that that would seem the logical way to score these guys, but that's really not how the judges make up their decisions.
Overall look.
Yeah. Twin pose needs to be proportionate. Milos offered to train Wesley. You made an Instagram post recently. I would do it, Wesley. I'd leave your family behind in the Netherlands and live in Las Vegas for a month.
Same thing going on both places.
Yeah.
It'll be good content too, I think, as well for both of them. If Wesley went to it, you know what I mean? Great content.
Well, you know what? It's whatever Wesley's been doing hasn't been producing the results that he needs. So anything different, and Milos' style of training is so shocking with all those crazy supersets. I can't see how he wouldn't at least get some kind of gains out of.
Oh, yeah, it would just shock his body,
Here we go. So it looks like they're doing exactly what we thought they were going to do. Where is your old channel? Guys, guys doing first. Jay will get moved to first call. So okay, Jay. Who's Jay?
So we got 3rd, 4th.
You're calling Jack Eagles Jay?
Jay?
I don't know. That guy with the beard there. That's who we're talking about. Guy with the bun and the guy with the beard. Who's next to Jack Eagles? Who's this guy with the beard? Second from the right. Help me out. Where's my old channel, Heisenberg? I've had this channel since 2006. So this is my old channel. I think I called it something different. It was just called Ron Harris, which was stupid. And then I said, why don't I just change it to Ron Harris Muscle? So this is the same channel. If you're talking about muscular development, that channel's still up too. It just hasn't had any new content since mid-November 2023. These guys all look like 212 bodybuilders. I wouldn't say that. I don't think too many of these guys are thick enough to really to hang in.
They look good.
Yeah,
they could be.
They would need some more size. They're not that big.
Yeah. the man bun guy, his back double's phenomenal, man. The glues, the way it ties in like that.
Yeah.
He presents it so well.
Yeah.
I got him. He's probably solid third.
He's got the Bonac hairstyle.
Yeah. Oh shit! I'm gonna throw it if I could.
What's his name? Oh, he's number
4.
Is it a 4? This is like an eye exam, I swear.
Hold on, let me see.
Is he number 4? So 4 would be Daniel Fode.
I can't. You know what's crazy? The glare from the light is shining right off the number.
It's always hard to see the numbers on people's trunks. Because unless you're up front, even when I'm up front at the shows, I was like, "What number is that?"
You can see. They should paint them on like when they do the triathlon on their leg.
Wes can't squat and doesn't have Hunter's leg genetics, who also doesn't squat much. I don't think you have to squat. I don't.
You got to be built for squats, right? You have to be built for that. Number one. Some guys aren't built for that.
I mean, Dorian didn't squat once as a pro. He had a hip injury that he had surgery on while he was still an amateur. So he won the Brits without squatting, and then his entire pro career was Smith machine squats, hack squats, and leg press.
Work for Dorian.
Where's Wesley? Someone wanted to know. He's coming back. This is
he's there. They're gonna bring him back.
Third call out, which is some of the guys from the first call out and some of the guys from the second call out sort of mixed together. Jay Young and Alex Kent will move up. Thank you. So
what's his name?
I see Alex Kent is number 9 from UK. I don't see a Jay Young on my list. I don't have a Jay Young. Are they calling Jack Eagles Jay Young? Who's Jay Young? 2 is Alex and 5 is Jay. 5 is Lucas Funk from Germany. I thought. Jack Eagles, Fire hyped. Okay. Is it Jack Eagles' second pro show? Yes.
Are they moving? They're giving him a look.
Yeah, it gets close between those. This is a group of guys who are all very, very good, and nobody's really dominating anybody else here.
And they're not shaking whatsoever. Like nobody's shaking, nobody's sweating.
I think they practice their posing a lot more in Classic.
Yeah.
Just not that they're told to. That's just they take it upon themselves. Warhammer.
And it shows. It really shows.
Wes poses legs in the rear shots very oddly. He's trying to cover up the gastroc atrophy. His calves have shrunk. Alex from UK, second from left. Okay, so yeah.
Man bun.
Oh, Alex Kent, number 9. They were calling him something different. Yeah, man bun. We got to come up with nicknames or else we can't remember anything anymore.
I don't remember. Everybody's got a nickname.
It's the worst.
Everybody at the gym got a nickname.
What happened to development with the 300K subs? As far as I know, the channel's still there, the YouTube channel, because you don't have to pay to maintain a YouTube channel. It's there forever. Okay, guys, it's our final comparison. So it did come down to Matt Greggo and Wesley Vissers. So let's see. Let's see who wins each pose. Let's see how me and Mike rate this.
I like
Greggo in the front relax. That's not a pose.
Wesley's front double is very.
I actually like his front double better because of his arms.
No, Greggo on the side chest. I like Greggo. Chest is a little bit thicker.
Yeah, side chest.
Wesley's legs are they're not big, but he's a little bit leaner than Greggo.
Jeez, I like his Wesley side chest too.
Yeah,
Greggo looks good. It's just Wesley's that upper body. It's like spellbinding in certain shots.
His back double's good from the waist up.
Yeah, the waist down, his legs look so weak right here.
It looks. That's not a good. Look at Greggo's legs from the back. Again, you think the conditioning on Greggo from the back? I don't know, Ron. I really don't. I don't think it's a perfect score for Greggo.
No.
I'm sure Wesley got some first place votes.
We'll see. It's weird because sometimes you'll see that somebody won with a perfect score, and you remember it being kind of close.
Yeah.
The judges, maybe there were 2. They throw out the high and the low.
Yeah.
So sometimes a guy gets a first place vote, and you never even know about it.
Well, we'll see it. Right.
So, yeah, remember, guys, they don't hit all the poses that the open guys hit. So this is their favorite classic pose because front lat spread is not a mandatory pose in classic. That's it. Now they're going to flip them around. It's like a Weinberger trick. Steve would move these guys 20 different ways.
See who falls first.
But there's only two ways. I remember front double again. Yeah, I like Wesley in the front double.
Yeah.
It's the back shots I think he gives up to Matt. It's because of his legs. His legs, they look the worst from the back.
It's a glaring. And it's too right. Everybody looks at it though, right? Like that's the one thing you look at when he walks on stage.
Yeah. Well, they were talking about gastroc atrophy, like one of Wesley's calves is gone.
I mean, like he's not gonna lose the show.
No. Dude, nobody's ever won a show or lost a show based on their calf development or lack thereof, ever. Otherwise,
they're not there though. I can see that, but come on, man, it's their calves.
I mean, Matt doesn't have outstanding calves either, and who cares?
No, it's not Eric Spankhauser, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not bad. They're okay. They're good enough.
He wears shorts.
I'd be like crab most muscular, but they won't. No, they won't call that. Gentlemen,
I wonder how close this really is.
If I'm a judge, I'd give it to Greggo, but it's close.
I agree. I don't think it's a runaway, but like I can see how like Wesley's upper body is just ridiculous.
Like I said, the chest, the shoulders, the arms, and he has.
Oh yeah, man! It's
hard to tell here, but I bet if you were sitting up front, the detail that Wesley has in those areas, it's insane. His shoulders have like 30, 40, 50 striations in each one, all splintered up and down.
No will.
Upper arm muscles have like an inch of separation between the biceps, the brachialis, the tricep heads. Okay, so that was classic. Are we going to open? I think we're going to open.
This is fast, huh?
He is called Jay Young. So Jack Eagles is Jay Young. It's like his alter ego.
Oh, is it? Like Flex Wheeler?
Like, don't confuse me, guys. Or Andrew Jack. Andrew Jack's real name is Chinedu Obeka.
That is very true.
That is true. I just got turned. If you'd say this is my first follow, I believe they all look great. Better back position for Wes. Better legs for Greggo.
Yep.
Probably Greggo back. Yeah. George goes with Wesley. Dr. B goes with Wesley.
Lucas, I can see that.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Oh, Wes.
I wouldn't be shocked if Wesley won the show.
No, I wouldn't either. I mean, like I said, it's close, and I'm not going to be upset. I have no skin in the game. I like both of them equally. I would not be one bit surprised if Wesley pulls this off. Wesley has him. I mean, Wesley maintained his condition from the Arnold better for sure.
He did. And you never know if maybe that little bit of extra weight on Greggo may have let the crack in the door.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we got open. This is our first look, the first group of competitors. So this will be Justin Abbott, William Bonac, Ralph Farah, Aaron Gawley, and Big Ron Gordon. Aaron Gawley is the biggest man up there. Look at the size of that dude. I think I want to say he's 6'2" or 6'3".
Yeah.
Something like 280 on stage, 290. It's a big boy.
That's a big boy, dude.
Well, you got to be, when your name's Aaron and you're a boy, you got to be
special.
Yeah, you're not going to talk crap to this Aaron.
Bonac looks good. Bonac's so put together.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping James or Sasan, somebody really pushes him, because we both like to see a battle. We don't want to just see one guy waltz up there and basically collect his check.
And what is it, 40, 44? Is 43, 44?
He is 42.
God damn.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. He's 42, same age as Curry, also 42. Yeah.
I mean, Bonac technically he could do the Masters Olympia as well.
Yeah, let me look at the ages. Yeah, he might. For Brandon Curry, 42, Bonac, 42, Jack is 40, Sampson's 38.
No more 23-year-old IFBB pros anymore, bro. Bodybuilder.
They're around. There's not many of them. I mean, typically guys now don't hit their prime until early 30s, mid 30s. I mean, Lunsford's like 31 or 32. He's
in that prime spot where everything just feels good.
He's getting to be his best right now.
Yeah, that muscle maturity is coming on. The strikes, the chest, the delts.
A lot of love for Wesley in the chat here, guys. Yeah, Wesley does win every pose except the back shots. I kind of agree with that. So maybe he got it. And Greggo's one calf also not a bit atrophied. No, neither one of them had great calves. That's all it was. Take me back to
Walter Martin looks pretty good, man.
Oh yeah, Walter. We both follow him on Facebook.
Yeah, Walter, he's a good dude. He posted food porn for the past like 6 weeks.
Did he? I know he's got one artificial eye. Do you know what happened to him?
He had a stroke.
Oh wow, geez.
Yeah, and then I guess like last year something happened to his foot real bad, so he couldn't compete. So he made this from now like he's a stroke, bro. And he's on stage at a bodybuilding show.
God bless him. So on the left are the two guys that are in my preview with Giles, Sasan Heirati from UK and James Hollinghead also from UK. They are the two guys that we were predicting would give William the most trouble today. So let's see if that still bears true. We're going to find out. Well, also up there now we have, so that's James. After James, that is Daniel Corman from USA, Walter Martin, and Adam Millage from USA. Not familiar with Adam.
No.
I don't really keep track of the USA and nationals in North American like I used to. So there's probably like all kinds of pros now. I have no idea who they are.
They said that Bob Schick went through the list of like guys that turned pro past like 6-7 years. Maybe like a few of them only have even competed at all.
NPC judge here. What happened? Wes will win. Okay. From the bad stream, Paul. This isn't a bad stream. Come on.
No,
this is Chris Miller. That guy's second from the left. I've been following the past week or so. Justin Musil, Musiol from Germany. He's a pretty thick dude. Kind of a little wider in the waist. Doesn't have much of a V taper, but let's see what he looks like. Next to him is Benjamin Rafala from USA. I think I remember seeing him in a regional show years ago around that he won. Carlos Thomas Jr. in the red there, second on the left. And all the way at the end, Carlos. I want to see Carlos up close. But you could already tell from here, Carlos's back needs work.
Yes.
Because God, he's so enormous everywhere else.
The legs and from the front is ridiculous. Again, he just needs time. Like a lot of these guys just need time, on their side. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ripped his legs. Milos would probably do a great job with Carlos on his back training. Who knows?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Giant sets out the ass. He's got so much muscle.
Wesley, but barely makes it. Yeah, Wesley.
Yeah. If Greggo does lose, it's just because of the conditioning. He kind of left the door a little bit open with the condition. That's all.
Yeah, and I seriously doubt Chris Acetos' his coach. I doubt they intentionally brought him in any less condition than he was. It's just one of those things. Some people can't hold their peaks perfectly, or
it's the human body. Like it's hard to peak, man. It's hard to fly from Tampa to Detroit. Get all your food. It's a lot of things can go wrong those last 24 to 48 hours. As we can see, some of these guys, the pictures that they posted a couple of days ago, not quite the same look as it was on Instagram. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. Someone says they're impressed with Ron Gordon's tiny head. Oh boy! All right, so this is your first competitor, Justin Abbott from USA.
Got a lot of muscle, doesn't he?
Thick dude. Got the ham drop.
He got a lot of muscle, bro.
Yeah, he's a big dude. Yeah, glutes look good. Yeah, it's crazy that we're so picky about conditioning. You look at those glutes and go, they could be a little harder, right? But come on, that's crazy. That's very good condition right there.
It's excellent, right? It's just you've seen classic guys with shredded asses.
Yeah, we're just overly picky. Biceps are really good on this guy. So I think they only get 30 seconds here. William Bonac coming up next. Bonac's doing Pittsburgh too. It's gonna be a long. Who?
James.
Ooh, it's gonna be a long year for these guys. Good Lord.
Yeah, and you said Russell might even do New York.
That makes sense because it's only a week later.
Why not?
Why
you
not?
Know what I mean?
He's never won it.
And New York crowd, you know what I mean? Like, take a break, do the Olympics. He's not like he's gonna get fat in between New York and October, but it would make perfect sense. Why 7 more days, another paycheck?
Yeah, it's a prestigious show. You know,
Yes.
a lot of greats have won the New York Pro. All right, Bonac, what you got for us? What you got?
Old man muscle.
Looking like a tramp, like a video vamp. Yeah.
He's still thick, bro. He's still not the William Bonac of old, but he still looks phenomenal.
Well, someone asked me, did his waist get wider? I said, no, I just think he lost a little bit of pop and fullness in the upper body.
That's all, you know what I mean?
Compared to what he had a few years ago.
Right. When he was taking second top 3 at the Olympia, right? But it's just
place Olympia, 2 Arnold Classic wins. Some people thought it should have been 3. The Boston Pro was a week later that he won in 2022, and that was a very controversial loss to Brandon Curry at that.
Yeah, that was different.
But Bonac always has that great back. He's just so thick.
That's old man muscle right there, bro. That's just like reps in the gym. That's time. Yeah. He was a 212 guy. Remember?
He what? 212 guy?
Yeah.
I don't even remember him as a 212. Like I don't think he did too many shows.
No, I remember seeing one picture of him in Giles' article in MD before he went to the open class.
Yeah, looking like a chocolate muffin. Sheesh, what? Is that a good I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
He got the good teeth too.
Bonac wins it, yeah.
Yeah.
On 42, so I love hearing teeth sing. Yeah, Bonac is from Ghana, not Nigeria, guys. It's a whole other country, but it is in Western Africa. You don't want to be from eastern part of Africa. Then you're skinny. Somalia.
Yeah.
What's the other place everyone's always having starving?
Somalia? Oh, the Ethiopia.
Ethiopia, yeah, exactly. But Nigeria, they're built like freaking tanks.
Victor Richards.
Yeah. So, okay, this is Ralph Farah from United Arab Emirates, who I believe is a distant relative of George Farah. I think George confirmed that.
George prepped him, I think, right?
I wouldn't be surprised. I would hope he did. Gave him the friends and family discount, too.
I would hope so.
Yeah, Ralph looks good. Mass, not as massive as some of these other guys.
Not when you're standing next to William Bonac in the lineup.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with open. It's unlimited weight, and there's no restrictions on anything. So you could be standing next to – can you imagine having – well, you're a bigger dude, but imagine if I had to stand next to Carlos Thomas Jr. or somebody of that thick, I would just feel like I didn't even lift, bro.
I saw him at the Olympia. The one time was it New York or the Olympia? It was the Olympia. We were talking to his dad. He's so – but it was before he won the Nationals. Yeah. He's short, and it's next level size, right? It's a different level of size that those guys have. Like, it's just ungodly amount of muscle that do have.
Well, multiple husbands? What? And AIDS runs rampant. Women have multiple husbands in Ghana? That's crazy. You sure?
I doubt that.
This is the first show. The open lineup sucks and classic is much better. I wouldn't say the open lineup sucks.
We haven't even seen the whole lineup.
Dude, we've only seen a couple guys. Yeah, Ralph needs to be a lot bigger. From the back, especially, I was not impressed. But he's got a lot of work.
He's got to get there. Just keep growing. Just listen to George and put that size on.
Yeah. So next up is Aaron Guiley, the big dude from Canada. Let's go, Aaron. Stomping on that stage. All the white dudes from Canada look like Ian Valliere, don't they?
Yeah, yes.
This be a common look.
The blonde hair.
So that's a big, big dude right there.
That's a lot of muscle. That's a lot of food, bro.
Yeah, I think I saw him at the Toronto Pro first one. It was one of his first pro shows, or maybe his first pro show. Very impressive. I think he was top 5.
That's damn good. It
was a smaller show.
Color could be a little bit better, a little darker.
He doesn't have like pretty shape or anything, obviously, but boy, he's packing a lot of size. I would work on those calves, Aaron. Iron.
A little, yeah. Oh, good.
I'm just going to keep saying Aaron because I don't think iron. It doesn't sound right when I say it like that. So Aaron can be a male or a female name, guys. So I take that back. Yes. It's not a girl's name. Just like there are men named Robin. It's a Robin Chang's man. Ron and Mike. I think some of these guys.
I used to work with a girl named Michael.
Oh, really? That was. I think I've seen that before.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Here's a good question. Do you think some of the people didn't come in 100% for this just because they didn't think it was that big of a show and they didn't need to.
You like when you train, like I've never trained for a show, let me just ease up a little bit. You know what I mean? You train hard to diet. It's just a lot can go wrong those last few days. I mean, if you look at the pictures of these guys like last week, like especially Sauce,
Yep.
like he was dry, dug out. Now we'll see how he looks here, but it's just a different look because the stage lights are different. You're carved up, you drop your water. There's a lot going on, so it's a different look, man. You got to give these guys some slack because hitting it every time, even the Librata was on every time, but it was a different look.
Yeah.
So peaking for this day, and also too, Ron, like this is a 12 o'clock prejudge. This isn't happening at Harley very often, right? So I think these guys look phenomenal, and I also think that next year you'll probably get some more guys from the Arnold that are doing the show to get that qualification again.
Yeah. Yeah, someone. I think if anybody was going to mail it in, and he wouldn't do it, but like William Bonac probably could have come in at 90% here and still won, but he didn't. He still, clearly to me, he still gave it his best shot and came in very, very good condition. So this is Ron Gordon. Is Ron a Florida guy? I can't remember.
Oh, I don't know if he's or not.
It's a big state. There's a lot of people there, but tall guy. It's like 6'2", I think, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very tall. He's got a long waist though.
Yeah. Tony Freeman vibes.
Yes. His legs came up a little bit, but just for that kind of frame, man, he needs ginormous legs. But I love the guy's physique though. Like he comes in shape, big delts, big chest.
Yeah, we were looking at his updates, Giles, when we were doing the preview for this a few days ago, and his upper body in so many shots is insane. Like his front double, enormous peak bicep, sweeping tries, crazy V taper. If he had big sweeping quads, it would just be perfect.
Yeah,
so,
it would a different look, man. But he's got everything he needs. It's just, like I said, some guys' legs just don't. It just doesn't happen.
They don't respond. Yeah, it's like I trained my legs. I trained my arms at least as hard as I did my legs all those years.
Yeah,
legs blew up. I had pro level legs. My arms always sucked ass. Didn't matter what I did.
It's frustrating, dude. Like, and he's killing his legs. They all do. And it's like Wesley, I'm sure kills his leg, but it's just you're the best of the best, And some guys are just better. But I love this very complete physique.
Yeah, he's a big guy, great shape, small joints, small waist. Damn. Yeah. He was third last year. I don't think third's in the cards this time. Just it's a stronger lineup. It's a tougher show this year for sure. I'm glad for Fuad and Ben Chow and Paul Lazone. I'm glad that they had a better turnout this year. Yeah, he's spending a lot of money on this show, and he's giving us a free live stream. Come on.
Yeah, and it's in a good spot too. Right up there, a little bit after the Arnold. You know what you do? If Andrew Jack would have stayed on the diet, did this show,
kaboom.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, he would have walked away with it, no doubt.
Yeah, qualified, rest up. You know what I mean? And boom, the Olympia.
Yeah.
So who's next? It's Carlos
or Dexter. Dexter had better legs. I'll answer your question. No, 32 is to reach the top level. It's really not an age thing. You have to have very, very rare elite genetics. Yep. And you'll know within a year of training. If people are like, oh my God, then you'll know. But if you're not like the most impressive guy in your gym after a year or two of training,
that's so true.
You're probably not meant to be anything special by him. Okay, here's Sasan Heirati from UK. Yeah, he delivered. He delivered the condition. Nice color, thick as a brick. He actually reminds me kind of a Louis Breed, the brick.
Yeah, he does. I mean, just a little, not as wide, but dense.
Well, you notice he's got a thicker waist.
Yeah.
He doesn't have like a great V taper. Louis doesn't have an awesome V taper either, but it's tough when you're, I'm guessing Sass is probably like 5'5" or 5'6".
And you can only put so much size in that frame, right? Before you start kind of throwing things off. But he looks phenomenal. He made his comeback last year after some time off, right? After the
Dubai he show. Was fourth at the M Pro show in Spain behind Bonac, Beirut, and Crizo were the ones that beat him.
That's a good. That's no slouches in that lineup.
Exactly. So no shame. And that was a comeback after years, I think. So what number is that?
Yeah, that's pretty good. And this is going to be a good showing too. I mean, him, Bonac, and James so far, be fighting it out. It'll be interesting to see him next to Bonac.
Yeah,
that'll be a good battle to see those two.
James is next, so we're going to get a good look at James in a second.
I realize how big James actually is. He's a big dude.
Oh, yeah. The first time I saw him compete, he did Tampa Pro, and this was like one of the COVID years, I think. He's put on a lot of – actually, it might have been before that. He's put on a lot of size since he's been a pro.
He's got big, very big. James trains in that kind of Dorian, very heavy style training, like heavy, high rep. His leg workouts are insane. The amount of weight he pushes. People talk about Akeem, but James pushes a lot of weight easily as well.
Would you have paid $100 for an all-day pass to the show? I mean – depends on your financial situation. Is $100 a lot of money to you, or is it? Do you spend that? Do you spend twice that every time you go out to eat? So depends. James Hollinghead, the Shed,
looking good.
Yeah, another big boy, as we said.
A lot better than the Arnold.
See, the only pose of his I don't really like is his front lat spread. It's just a width issue.
It is, and the lats don't kind of they just so pop out.
It's weird because he has a pretty good back from the back. It's from the front. You can't see it. I think it's kind of higher insertions. You'll see it right here, but it's thick. This is a guy that deadlifts like 700 pounds in his training, barbell rows like 400 or 500 pounds. Very, very strong as fuck. This guy.
Super strong. And he's gonna be a dad here pretty soon as well. Congratulations, James.
He's looking good.
He's thick as shit, isn't he? That's a thick back.
That's what I'm saying.
And his stage presence is a lot better than it was at the Arnold.
Yeah, I think he knows he has a better chance to do well here than he did at the Arnold.
Yeah. And plus, it's the first time him and Stefan worked together as well, peaking together.
Oh, okay. This is the first show with Boss of Outlaw?
No,
the Arnold was.
The Arnold was, yeah.
Who did he work with before? Do you remember?
Patrick,
that's right.
Yeah.
Some people they're so in tune to who's coaching who, and they get real mad at me if I get it wrong. But like, dude, I don't know if Carlos and Patrick are not working together. I don't know, and I don't see why it's that important, honestly. But some people,
they love that. They want to know exactly. Remember when Lunsford announced it was like a whole big secret, like who am I working with?
Yes, dude. It was
and like the show announced it too. Like, oh, I can't tell you what show I'm doing, but why not? It doesn't matter.
Who do you think is on the most gear in this show? How would you know? How could you have any possible idea?
You have no idea. They all take the same shit.
Marcus Bisto. I don't even see a Marcus. Was there a Marcus? I don't speak. I think that's German, I think. All right, so this is okay. So after James, we have Daniel Corman from USA. That's Daniel right there. Don't know where Daniel turned pro.
No clue.
He kind of looks natural to me, or close to it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of sauce, maybe. A little sauce and deca.
Yeah, maybe. I'm just saying size-wise, like I said, there's levels to this.
Yeah, there's no anabolic chicken going on.
Yeah. You put him next to a much thicker guy like Sasan or Bonac, and it's not a really
it's telling, right? Not dogging a dude, but like he just a lot of work. You got a pro card though.
You got a pro card, but on this in this lineup, he's just not going to do well. And it's no. God bless him. He got his pro card, and he's up there. He's actually making use of it. He's not just putting on his Instagram like some people do.
He's not just highlighting it on his handle.
Who's on the most gear? Find out if any of them are working with Chad. Oh, that's rude. James shoulders need bigger caps and bigger arms. Bonac amazing. Okay, so that was Daniel Corman. We got Walter Martin from USA up next. Walter is a gym owner. He posts funny stories about owning a gym a lot on Facebook.
And his food, all the food he's going to eat after the show.
Do you remember anything? Do you remember anything in particular?
He's gonna make like a cheesecake. A cheesecake, like you pour something into this thing and it comes out a cheesecake. Dude, it's like it was every day. He had something new.
Wow.
So I remember those days, man. You remember counting down, and like as soon as that shows that first bite of food, it's just like, oh shit.
Yeah, I remember Bonac with Yoda. Yeah, Is Bonac working with Bonac's working with Boss of Outlaw, isn't he?
Yeah, you were boss too.
So what's this about Yoda? Yoda is Neil Hill. All right, Walter, look good. I think he's 48, 49,
48 years old.
48.
Big chest, old man muscle.
God bless him.
Quads look good. Hams are in.
Yeah, did his homework.
He did. It's a good showing. I think he said he's doing Pittsburgh too. He
Oh,
mentioned it.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And glutes are good. He could be a tiny, tiny bit tighter if we're going to be nitpicky.
Right.
But great showing. Great showing, Walter.
Considering the health issues he's had the past couple of years, bro, like that's absolutely amazing.
I mean, most people a stroke, you'll never see somebody with a stroke come back to competing, typically.
No, dude. You know what I mean? And his foot got messed up. I think the arches or something like that happened to his foot, like drop foot or something. And it was just a lot of shit going on. You know what I mean? But dude, he's a good dude, man. He's a good dude.
So, Alan, the weird thing about who's on the list here is it could be someone that you never even guess. You'd go, that guy? If you actually knew.
I remember I had to do my gym taking tons of shit. All I got was pimples.
I mean, my gym is full of young kids on trend who look like they could be natty. All right, so this is we just had Walter Martin. This is Adam Millage from USA. Just dropped my pen. Just dropped my soap.
There's a lot of pro bodybuilders I haven't heard of.
Yeah, I'm just, when I say I wonder, someone will say, well, he won the USA heavyweight in this year. And I'm like, oh, because I don't follow the amateurs anymore.
No, I just never do. It used to be like the USA was like the show. USA Nationals?
Yeah.
Like you knew the top 15 guys. But it's just
the same guys over and over again trying to turn pro for years.
Yeah, years and years.
It's not like that anymore.
No.
They turn pro a lot quicker. But Alan's good. He's a big dude.
Back decent.
I'm guessing he was a heavy or probably a super heavy when he turned pro.
Yep.
Good quads, good
delt. Not very tall either. Like a dense.
Yeah, thick dude.
These guys got a lot of
I still can't read any of these competitor numbers.
He was 23. I know he was 23. I read that one.
Okay.
So last guy.
Oh, you're able to see that? Good for you.
Yeah.
Man. Good for you. You're doing better than me. 21. All right, so I'm going to back time it. I'm going to count backwards. I don't know why I'm bothering to put the numbers. It's not like I'm going to be able to recognize the numbers anyway later on. Yeah, so we started with 14 because there were 13 classic guys, so open started with 14. All right, so then this is number 24, Chris Miller from Canada. I've actually seen him before. I know that. He's been around for a little while.
Big delts, man.
Yeah, good shape. Yeah, those delts are popping. Good arms.
Yeah,
ham drop.
Yeah, he's got very thin skin, man. He's maybe a little bit darker, maybe so detail a little more.
Yeah, good back.
Not bad at all.
I don't really see too many weak points on this guy.
The delts are big.
I want to say hi to Matt. Matt from Muscle Discord. I've been doing his live shows Monday nights with him and Phil Clayhar.
Phil, how's Phil doing?
Phil's doing well. He's going to be doing the Masters Olympia in Tokyo.
Oh, good. He's a nice, super. Him and his wife are super nice people. Great people.
All right, so awesome. That was Chris Miller. All right, next is a German guy. I've been hearing more and more about these past couple weeks. Never heard of him until just recently. But the Germans love this guy. I think he's their. Do they have a top open pro right now? I know they have Sommerfeld and Urs in
Classic.
In Classic. I don't know who they have in open. So I think this guy might be their top open bodybuilder.
There used to be a lot of good bodybuilders from Germany.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude.
Okay, dude. Look at this guy.
So it's Justin Musil? Musio. Yeah, big dude.
He might be in the first call-up.
Those legs were looking crazy sweeps. Look at those hams.
Yeah, look at his quad.
Yeah, side quad looking crazy.
He doesn't look very tall either. He's got a lot of muscle in that physique, man. Look.
Miller just switched. So Chris Miller was classic. That's why I remember him from. So German have Roman Fritz and Tim Budesheim. I forgot about Tim Budesheim.
Yes.
Because Tim did like a ton of shows last year, and he hasn't done anything.
He did like every show last year.
This dude loves his Direx and GH. Well, I mean, say that
okay.
How do you know that? How can you?
People are there. Got to hold his stomach again, though. They're looking at that.
Somebody tried to make me say bend over. Earlier. They tried to trick me. It's not hard to do either. So Justin, man, this guy, I bet he is in the first call out.
Yeah, dude, he brought it, man. And the thing about Not To Run is if you're in shape, they'll find you.
Yeah,
they'll find you and you'll get rewarded for it. Just come in shape.
He does. He has a little thicker midsection, but he can actually get away with it because he's got the mass up top. He's got the quad sweep to pull it off. If you don't have wide shoulders and back and a really good quad sweep, a thick waist will be the end of you. But if you have those other things, I'm not saying he doesn't have like a bubble gut or anything. All right, so this is Ben Rafala. All
right, Ben.
Yeah, great shape.
Number 26.
I believe he won the New England's years ago, the overall.
He really?
This is probably going back like 10 years.
He don't look bad, though. He looks really good.
Yeah.
Big chest, man. That's good. That's a very good side chest. I pose him like that.
I'd kind of been wondering whatever happened to that Ben guy, and now I know. Here he is.
Maybe like second call, like sixth, seventh.
Yeah, he could be, he just needs to fill out a little bit more. Everything's there. The shape, the structure. Condition could be a little tighter.
But the structure, dude, look at his delts.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I didn't realize that. Matt from Muscle Discord and Fawad have some sort of beef. I'm not even.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know what it's about. I don't want to know. I don't care. It's not my circus, not my monkeys.
He's so petty. He'll say something like an underhand, something like you'll get if you know who he's talking about, but it won't be obvious. I'm like, come on.
This is Fawad or Matt that does that?
Fawad.
He likes to leave a little air of mystery, I guess.
Yes, he does.
Carlos up next. I really want to see what Carlos looks like. Come on, Carlos. Get to that X in the center. That's where they're supposed to stand, guys, right there on the right X.
What?
Okay, look. There we go. Here we go. Woo!
That's better.
Wow.
Jesus, look at his fucking legs.
They're ridiculous. He's somebody who could get away with training like once a month, I bet.
Yeah, I mean, he might, Ron. He might. Just to focus on that back, but Jesus. Yeah, everything's there.
I've seen him train legs, and it was crazy.
Look at the side of that leg. Dude, if that leg is shredded, that's going to look absolutely stupid.
Yeah, I can already tell he's not shredded, damn it. No. I had high hopes.
Better than Columbus. It's a lot better than Columbus.
Yeah, I kept saying 4 weeks. He's got 4 weeks. I bet he could do it. He does look better. It's still not where he needs to be.
And
Carlos,
oh,
hell yeah.
With his gut issues as well. You know what I mean?
Well, to say my son has the same exact condition, ulcerative colitis. So I know it makes, if they're having a flare up is when you're basically having diarrhea, 20, 30 times a day.
God damn.
You can manage that. He's on the same medication my son's on, and they figure out what foods trigger it and stress triggers it. And I don't know how well you can control it at this level when you're trying to be huge, shredded, dry, all at the same time. I don't know.
I think the dryness to it is what may hurt because it's complicated, man.
So up next is one of the world's top-ranked competitive eaters.
Yes, I heard about this guy.
It's a true story. I interviewed him for Ronline Report a couple of years ago, and I couldn't believe. So he was classic. He turned pro in classic a couple of years ago. This is his first, I believe, first show as an open bodybuilder. Still has a way to go with the mass, I think.
His stomach, being a competitive eater. His stomach is just flat.
Yeah. I mean, if he had a big gut, I think that'd be a sure sign that he was eating too much.
Yeah. That just it dumbfounds me that he can eat like that.
God doesn't hate my son. No problemo. Trust me. My son is he's a little angel. Trains with Lunsford. Who trains with Lunsford? This guy trains with Lunsford too? Jeez. I don't know. I think they were talking about
Carlos.
Greggo.
Greggo, yes.
Everybody can't train with Lunsford. Come on now.
No.
Get better. I don't think his legs got better. His legs didn't get better in 4 weeks, guys. Come on.
They don't think got better. It's just they were separated, but it just is not. He was so skinless last year, though, man. It was just one of those things where he nailed it perfectly with dryness, fullness, everything.
Yeah.
And going into that Olympia, though, there was a lot of pressure on him going into that Olympia as well. Everybody's always going to be Bumstead and this and that, and then fizzle. This is my favorite deal. Anybody's competitive eater, I'm a fan. That shit's amazing. I would love that.
I was getting nauseated listening to some of the things he had done. Like I'm not remembering correctly, but like 3 large pizzas in 15 minutes, 150 chicken wings in like 10 minutes, stuff like that.
That's just dumb.
Got something to do with food. Dude slapped his knee. It happens. The competitive you do is a lot of lunch. Oh, okay. So I guess he does train on lunch.
Okay. I didn't know that.
So why are they doing they're doing a commercial break before the call outs? I guess. Well, it's not commercial. It makes sense. This is a free live stream. You should have to watch a couple commercials.
Oh yeah. It's free. Well, I'll watch whatever you want me to watch. It's free.
Yeah. Oh, see, that was they just ran one commercial.
30 seconds.
We're good. Better than MC trying to fill time, right? He talks too much. Yup.
Oh, that's great. I watched all that. That was beautiful.
What will next week's petty feud be over though? Something different every week.
CMZ.
All right, first call out, guys. I don't think there's going to be too many surprises here.
Okay, Ron Gordon.
I see Sass. I see Ron. I see James. Bonac didn't make for no. There he is. Of course, he's going to be in the first call out. So, yeah, that's probably your top 4 guys. Okay, so Ron, 3rd or 4th. I mean, he didn't drop down as bad as I thought he might with this one.
Look at Ron next to Sauce.
That's 5'7". Okay, so they're going to move Bonac. They'll move Bonac in a second. You can guarantee it. Yeah, because he's way off to the side there, and the lighting doesn't look like it's doing him any favors over there.
It's not favorable. But Bonac's got, look at his quad, his hams and glutes, man.
Yeah, when he gets closer to the middle, you'll be able to see it better. I can see the lights not evenly distributed. You're welcome. You're welcome, PHL MSR. Power Hour. Yeah, I love doing Bonac. Bonac for the win. Bartley trains lunch for 2. The Grinch stole
yeah, that guy. I was wondering who that dude was in his videos.
The Grinch stole James's abs. That's awful. Does James train abs? Wow.
Jackass.
Bonac is not fading. He's over in a poorly lit area is what's going on.
He's not fading. Yeah, he just got out there.
See, here's the thing about a black backdrop is it's also, if you're very, very dark, you're kind of at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
In fact, it was a 72 Olympia in Munich, I think it was, with Arnold and Sergio. And the excuse the judges gave for Arnold winning was Sergio was so dark that he blended into the black backdrop.
That's a 1972 excuse.
Oh, dude, I mean, people talk about judging today, guys. The shit that used to happen in the old days, you have no idea.
Oh, my God. Like, Robbie Robinson would say some shit. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, that's fucking awful.
Yeah, because, when Robbie had the fake death thing a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I went to look at that guy's videos, the Spas guy, to see the videos. And his number 1 video on his channel was an interview with Robbie about supposedly Joe Weider told him, I don't give blacks contracts. Now, I don't think Joe would have come out and said that directly. There's a lot of ways he could have just said, oh, I'm not budget, or, I have a hard time believing Weider would have come out and stated it that way. All right, now we got Bonac in the middle or in a better lit. So you can see he just looks so much better already than he did. And now Ron Gordon's in the badly lit spot.
I don't know. Bonac, I think I'd give Bonac the win.
Yeah, Sass second.
Last second. Now, James and Gordon.
It's tough.
It's very tough.
James has far better legs.
He's denser, but Ron's shape.
Ron's got a better taper. He's got better arms.
Ron delts, man. Wider.
They're not. neither one of them is like destroying the other one. Put it that way.
No,
But
no, it's not.
Bonac's pretty clear to me. Sass looks very good. I like that. I like that. His back shots are good, but Bonac's got back very strong back shots as well.
And his quads from the side are just dense, like tree trunk, man.
Just say Bonac looks so blocky. Well,
it also depends on your lineup too. You know what I mean? He's not up against Samson and Derek.
He just said that Bonac looks like SpongeBob on roids. He's not that square. Come on, guys.
What an asshole. Good jackass.
Oh, well, I'm the idiot that put it on the screen. So yeah, I don't know. Sass is pushing him. Sass is not. He's not.
No, he is
not getting destroyed by any means.
Yeah.
I'd still give it to Bonac. I prefer Bonac's physique, but Sass is right there. He's not a slouch.
It's a good showing for Sass too, man.
So I would put. Did Ron and James stand next to each other at any point?
No, not yet.
All right, so that's going to happen. They
have to.
Yeah. Oh, someone's got Sass winning. Akeem got it. Akeem's not in the show.
Akeem's back at home, bro.
Sass winning. Bonac second. Bonac got this in the bag. Keep your eyes on Bonac's left lat. Bonac wins.
Yeah, that left lat's been like that for a little while now. It happened, man. It's just age.
Sass is 5'7". I want to say Bonac's 5'6". It's tough. I mean, the 5'6", 5'7" area gets kind of tricky.
It does.
Sometimes people are the same guy. You'll see them listed as both.
Sean Ray, I swear Sean Ray's like 5'6". He's 5'6". There's no way he's 5'8", 5'7".
No, he was never 5'7". No way.
Not at all.
Because I mean, I've known Sean for 35 years. 34 years. And I was a little taller. So I was like 5'8" ¼ in my 20s before I started shrinking. And I was definitely had a good 3 inches on Sean.
Exactly. Carl's got the second call out. He's up against some freaks, though, some condition freaks.
All right. So Zarin, Chris Miller, Justin from Germany, and Carlos. Oh, we got someone else over there.
George Farah.
Ralph Farah.
Yeah.
Who's there on the left? I think this is pretty much everybody else, right? No, because there's 15 guys.
There's a couple more. Walter's back there.
The Justin guy looks very square in that front double.
Yeah.
That's not going to.
Justin from Germany, right? That's his name?
Yeah.
He's not very wide. Right. If Carlos Thomas was shredded in this lineup, all that muscle and shape, the back's not what it was, but can you imagine the condition?
Carlos in shape with more back would be possibly beating Bonac.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think so. With the back and condition?
Yeah. So that's the former classic guy, Chris Miller, in the middle.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So he's getting a really good look.
You see, it can be done. You can move up from classic to open. You know?
Of course. I think especially if there was someone who was tall for their weight cap, or that doesn't even make sense. Somebody who had a lot of trouble getting to their weight cap and they had to give up muscle, that shows you they already had, as soon as they make the transition to open, they probably already have 8 or 10 pounds of muscle that they were holding back anyway. And then they just add from there. So yeah, I think Chris probably took some time off. I'm just totally guessing he took like a year off and did this. Because I don't remember him being anywhere near this big before.
And it looks good on him.
Bonac's left lat isn't firing. Keep your eyes on it. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's not. It was like at the Olympia though, so it's nothing new. It's just
I mean, age, nerve damage, shoulder issues, dude. It could be all kinds of stuff going on. You never know.
He was training for God knows how long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Carlos isn't shredded, but I just can't stop looking at how dense that fucking thing it is, man.
Yeah, the Aaron guy is impressing me.
Yeah,
they're moving him in. There you go. He's getting a good look. So because we had top 4 was the last call out, or it might change. Obviously, that might not be, or it was top 6, but it might change. Because I don't know. I think there's still a couple guys who haven't had a call out yet.
There's like 3 more in the back.
Yeah, so they'll do a third call out, and then I bet they bring out a group for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th again.
Yeah. Yep. And be curious is if they see to bring, if just Sauce and I think a two-man call with James and who was it? I'm talking about James and who else?
Sasan?
Ron Gordon.
Oh, okay.
James and Ron Gordon will be good. See, just kind of see. And it's a smaller show. You don't have bikini and you have to rush through these. You can take your time and run these guys through their pace.
Shed can't find the key. Carlos, I thought they were doing it on James Hollinghead. Carlos has all the tools in the shed, but can't find the key. No, I mean, he does. He needs condition, but he needs more back too.
This is only what, third pro show?
Yes, that's correct. Why did Olympia not put this black background for it? They're not going to do it at the Olympia. The Olympia is this massive stage, like the size of 2 football fields. They have the giant LED screens are as big as you would see at any music festival or like a Beyonce concert or something. So they're not going to do it. It's a spectacle. They want it to look like on par with the actual Super Bowl or major star concert. So they're not going to do a black backdrop because the Olympia sponsors pay a lot of money to have their logos up there.
Oh yeah. If I pay that money, better sure as hell show my logo.
Where would a last year Good Vito place here? Probably second again. Yeah, he's got better shape than Sasan and James. He would have been second.
Oh, yeah.
Vito is going to win the Brazil show, the Arnold Classic in South America, in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Is he the only one doing it?
That's next Saturday. That's a week from today. The Arnold South America.
I haven't heard anybody else doing it. You know anybody else doing that show?
Nope. I bet it's going to be stacked with Brazilian guys.
Yes.
Beyonce. Okay. All right, so this is third call out. This is everyone that didn't get called out yet. Walter's up there. Bartley's up there.
Okay, Walter in the middle. Go ahead, Walter. Do your thing, bro.
Oh, damn it. They moved him.
No?
Oh, wait. They moved him to the middle. Okay.
Yeah.
I think you're like 1 second ahead of me somehow.
I think, yeah, I am. So, like, I'm a TV matched up to my computer. You're like 1 second behind both of them.
So who won the show?
Tell you 7.
That actually happened one time when you were like 20 seconds ahead of me. I was like, don't tell me, Mike. Don't tell me.
I had to temper my emotions after I saw it.
I was like, don't even let me. I don't want to see it on your face because you're like, damn shit.
Poker face.
Poker face, yeah.
Walter, I'm very impressed, man. Like, maybe I'm a little biased.
Of course, we both are.
Doing something good, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a good show, man. Like, there's not a lot of huge names, but the quality is very good.
You know, I commend the minimum first prize is $15,000 now for any open men's show, and Fawad doubled that. He didn't have to do that.
No,
I think second place he's giving out 15. So
that's a good payday, man. 30 G's is not 30 G's.
Plus, there's individual awards for like posing. I can't remember what they were, but there were 3 or 4 of them. Like one was a John Meadows Award, one was for Sedgwick. They're all representing pros who have passed away, and
they're monetary. They're monetary gifts too.
Is there one based on Sean Roden too, with his name in it too?
I think there's a Roden. I think he's got a Roden one too. I know. Yeah, I think Cedric. There's one for Cedric, one for Meadows. I think one for Roden too.
Okay. Big Bonac fan, says Benji Perez. His arms are down from his prime and waist bigger. Yeah.
It happens to us all, man.
Yeah. Nobody. Even Dexter toward the end didn't look as good as he had like 10 years before that.
It's just, dude, when you age, man, your waist it just gets thicker and thicker, bro.
Yeah, it's not GH, it's not insulin. It's just getting older as a male human being.
I wish it was GH.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. They're working. Every guy's getting a look, right? And hey, I'm selfish. I wish all the pro shows like this were just like classic and men, but that's the old man. That's the old head in me talking.
Old head. We're boomers, even though we're not actually boomers. They call us boomers.
No, we have boomer attitudes.
Yeah, boomer just means an old guy who's like behind the times, living in the past.
Yep, that's me.
I tried to correct them. I said, "Baby boomers, you have to be at least 65 years old." And like, you're showing you're a boomer by pointing that out. Okay.
All right, here we go. Oh, sorry.
Sasan, Bonac, James, Ronnie G. Good video to talk about being dagger. So who did we bring back? We brought back top 4 again. Okay. So this is probably it. I guess they've got their 5th, 6th, 7th locked down.
It looks like they may have 3rd and 4th like figured out because they're not even comparing James to Ron. So
they're going to have to shuffle these guys around.
You think so? Ron's good. Ron's when he poses, man, the legs are coming alive. He looks good.
He does. I wish he had more sweep to his thighs because he's so wide. He's got clavicles like 3 feet across. He must be from the Bahamas or something like Joe Stubbs.
Like Joe Stubbs.
Yeah, I remember Joe Stubbs. We remember Joe Stubbs. Guys,
that was stupid.
Who's Joe Stubbs? They say
he was a pilot.
Yes.
Let me fit in there.
So look at this. Yeah, I'd still give this to Bonac. I'd still give it to Bonac.
Oh yeah, I got Bonac winning. Man. I think I love James's physique, but Ron, you just.
I think the upper lower balance is gonna tip towards James's favor.
Yeah.
He does have very, very shallow abs. His abs are like almost non-existent. I agree, but it's whose flaws are worse than the other.
Yeah, man, that's what it is.
That's what you got. That's what these judges have the task of doing, and I do not envy them. I couldn't do.
You, especially at this level. You know what I mean? You're talking like thousands of dollars for differences. Like
plus, now you get roasted by the fans of the guys that didn't win.
Oh my god!
Joe Stubbs, come fly with me. The first time I saw Joe I was covering Caribbean and Central American championships for American Muscle, like 1998, and he was on the Bahamas team, and they all had they had the matching jackets, tracksuits with the flag, the Bahama flag, and his said on the back, "Big Joe." I said, "Wow, what an understatement," because he was already 6'2", 280, whatever the hell he was. Okay, so they are doing it. They're giving James a chance in the middle. Wow.
And James, he's got a lot more. When you compare the two, he's got a lot more thickness than Ron does.
Look at his legs next to Ron's legs. But look at how much wider across the lats. I give that shot. I have a hard time giving that shot to James just because his front lat spread does not look very wide.
No, it doesn't open up very much like Ron's.
Side shots, like James has great side shots.
It's just I think if he was just a little leaner, or not even leaner, he's lean. It's just it's like the water stuff, man. It's just it's such fine details. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's definitely improved since Columbus, though.
Now someone's saying Bonac's right arm is smaller.
I don't know if it's small. Look like the tricep might be a little. It's in the right side. They're kind of moving up a little bit.
I think that's a shoulder issue, honestly.
Yeah.
When your shoulder's fucked, mine, because I'm getting you can't hit. You cannot hit your shots correctly. Like my front lat, I can hit it correctly only on the right side. The left side, it's jacked up, all jacked up. Yeah, I don't know. Sass looks really good. See how tough it is, guys.
Sass is rock hard too, man.
Yeah.
But the lighting for those guys in the middle is a lot better than the outside. Because Sass looks ridiculous right where he's sitting at right now.
Yep. Yeah, it's not very evenly distributed. Bonac is complete deformed by this point. Wow. James not improved week lineup. He looks the same. Yeah, I don't think James got any better since the Arnold. It's just it's not as tough of a lineup. So now, was that it? They're not going to move around anymore? That's it? Okay. Is that it?
Oh, damn.
I think that might be it.
Oh, that is how bodybuilding should be. That's like 1995 bodybuilding.
Boom. It's over. Wait, what's this? Pose down? Nope. Why couldn't they leave on the other side?
I know, right? God damn.
And make them walk across. Okay, so that was judging. So
good.
Finals are slated to start at 5, and amateurs will go first. But we saw the amateurs; they didn't have a massive turnout for the amateur show.
No, maybe an hour.
So yeah, I'd say about an hour.
Now that's saying if the show actually starts on time.
Yeah, it was 45 minutes late today starting. But
don't tell me to be here 8:45. You're gonna start at 9:30.
we can only well, I mean, we're at home. We can do other things. Those other people are sitting there in the audience waiting for it to start.
Yes. Like the Olympia, when you just gotta sit there and wait for the show to start. You're just chilling. Wait for that. Yeah.
That's the closest thing to a Detroit shirt I could find right here.
Yeah, I can't. I can't wear anything with Michigan because they're just.
Oh, that's right, because it's an Ohio State-Michigan rivalry thing, right?
Yeah, I won't even spit in Michigan.
Is that so? Which one of them did better this past season?
We won the national championship, so I got bragging rights until August, which I'd gladly do to everybody in Michigan. I'm so funny.
Bonac, easy win. Sass looks good from weak from the back. Sass weak from the back?
Sass was diced.
No,
he's not wide. Listen, Sass isn't wide, right?
Yeah.
But he's packed full of muscle, and he's got that grip. So I'll tell people too, like they look great on the screen here, but they look even better in person, right? So if they look that good here, so I always kind of we don't get the true measure of what they look like, even though this is a great webcast. But when you're there, it's a different look when you're there. Totally.
Like Bob, it's three-dimensional. Like Bob said, you got to be there. Bob, check.
You do. It's just you see stuff that you don't see on camera.
What time is to start Classic, Tassiano? They already did Classic. They did it before the Open. So they'll probably do it before the Open tonight. So I'm guessing probably about 6 p.m. Eastern. If you're in Sao Paulo, you're an hour ahead. So do the math, 5. Max says, isn't that weird that Sao Paulo, Brazil is an hour ahead of us in Eastern time?
It's further east. It's hard to imagine because it's that further east.
Ah.
You don't think about that.
Yeah, I guess I'd have to look at an actual map of North and South America.
I've never done that.
I mean, I've never paid attention, to be honest with you. So Bonac has this. They're trying to talk you into thinking you didn't win. No, I think they like to give everyone a good chance. These judges, everybody got a good look today. Nobody got overlooked. You might, sometimes you'll get some guy who's in the third call out and one of their fans will be like, he was overlooked. Like, no, he's not that good enough. He's not good enough yet.
And listen, like there are no more shows where nobody gets called out. There's been shows before where nobody gets a call out. So they make sure everybody gets a chance at the show.
100%. No, it's a much more fair and impartial judging these days than ever before in the sport. It's never going to be perfect, never.
No.
But sponsors, it used to be if you're sponsored by this company that was sponsoring the show, they might place you higher, or if you're a good friend of one of the judges. I mean, there was all kinds of bullshit that happened. And I'm sure occasionally stuff like that still goes on, but it's rare. And back in the old days, that was like status quo. It's you expected.
And you accepted it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You're like, well, we know how it really works, so whatever. But not, dude, things are so fair now. That's why even when you think about the Olympia, whoever's in shape is going to win.
Right.
That's what it comes down to now.
If they give it to James, we'll know what happened. Well, he's a hostile athlete. They're not giving it to James, guys.
No, James won't win.
James looks good. There's no way he's winning the show today.
No.
So Roddy G move up to the line like everyone else. Was he not on the line? I didn't notice.
I did. James stepped forward just a little bit in front of Ron. That's the first thing I look at now to see how those guys step. It's so slick, man.
Get back on the line.
I love that.
Steve always puts these guys back in their place.
Steve don't play.
Sass back was amazing. I agree. I don't know whoever just said Sass was weak from the back. Bruh, Sass should win. I bet Sass gets a couple first place votes.
He's from like UK, right?
Yeah. I mean, Sass is from UK. James, obviously.
Not Brazil, so one of the crazy fans.
Ron is adorable. Thank you. I think so too. Camp Wesley. Sass lacks enough size to push Bonac. Oh, I don't know about that. I think size-wise, he's right there.
He's right there, and he was diced. He was really diced. But it's just apples and oranges.
I just want to go to his update. James is not a hostile. Okay, that's right. Last time I said this, there were like 100 comments. He's not hostile. He is ESN.
Yes.
ESN. Sorry. Samson Dowda is hostile. Okay.
Yes.
James used to be hostile, I believe, at one time. I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
The sponsor thing doesn't really to me, that's not the end all be all. But okay.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry
not going
about
to check him.
that. So why would he have an advantage? Is what people were kind of implicating because he does the bro chat.
No, it's not like. First of all, like the judges. Listen, every judge we have to keep that secret, right? And every judge can't keep a secret. You know how hard it would be to fix a bodybuilding show? Like, it would be very because what if somebody like looks like shit? You want to vote them for first place? So
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, they would get destroyed for that. So here, guys. Okay, I'm sorry I misspoke, and he's not a hostile athlete.
He yelled it. James is not a hostile athlete.
Classic already happened. If you rewind on this, you'll see it all. Classic was first division up.
Very competitive.
So Nigel has Sass winning. Okay.
No, William.
Seems the judges have Sass winning too.
How do you figure that out?
Hostile. Okay. I'm very sorry for insinuating or suggesting that James was ever a hostile athlete. Sam Sulek was, though. That's true. Yeah. I did know that. He's not anymore.
I get it.
James never hostile. Yeah. Guys, relax. I corrected it immediately, and still it's gonna keep coming and coming. William Sass, and third goes to probably James, I'm guessing.
Yeah, James and Ron.
Yeah, guys. I don't care who sponsors who. It's nice. I'm glad they're getting paid, but it doesn't matter that much to me because I don't. Like I said, I don't think it influences the judging like it used to back in the.
No. And I'm not getting a check. What does it matter? I don't give a shit.
Corrupt days. Yeah, I don't. They're not paying me, so I don't care.
No.
Quick question: the Tim Wilkins thing. While I have you, should I play it for you? Did you hear? You heard it all, right?
I did hear. I heard Tim. And I watched Cormier's face the entire time Tim was talking to. Like
James was never hostile, guys. Relax. I'm sorry I said he was a hostile athlete. You don't have to tell me 1,000 times.
Dude, this is great.
Dude, guys, relax. You act like I called his mother a hoe or something. James French shot, especially the abs are lacking. Yeah, his abs are pretty weak.
Doesn't have that pop either from the lats.
Nice crap goes on around saying James for hostile. Yeah. God, like it matters. It doesn't even matter, guys.
No. None of us.
Scraping in the chat. I don't know why why would that trigger people so much?
Because it's the day and age. Like people get like angry. Like the dude, he wrote all caps.
Yeah, I mean, if I said someone's with the wrong coach, I think that's more of a bad intel than they're with the wrong supplement company. But still, okay.
Oh God.
I guess it's because Hostile is Fuad's the owner of Hostile, and they're the sponsor. So maybe it sounded like I was insinuating he was going to get some kind of favoritism from the judges, which I don't think so anyway.
The judges aren't hostile athletes.
This is hostile towards Ron. Yeah, guys, give poor Ron a break. He's old. He's slow. His memory's not what it used to be.
Memory's
not true. Just being accurate. Yeah, George, I get that, but if it's already been corrected 10 times, I don't know why people kept. I assume they were watching
15 more times.
That's why Vito didn't want to do Troy because he said Martin got the edge last year.
Martin Martin didn't sound hostile until after that show.
Oh.
So going into New York is Martin's sign. So it wasn't like he was a hostile athlete right then. Remember, Martin didn't have a sponsor from that prep for before the Detroit show.
Oh, okay.
So stop with the conspiracy theory. You want to talk about conspiracy theories?
Yes.
Yeah, come on.
I thought you were going to give me one.
I want to say one, but I don't want to get anybody in trouble and get a lecture from the head boss.
So basically, I made a video yesterday. As an old head, as a 55-year-old, I agreed with Tim Wilkins on some of his points. It is Sam turned pro very easily compared to how a lot of other people had a much tougher route, went up against a lot more competitors and stiffer competition. Yep. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter because you get your pro card, you still have to prove yourself on the pro stage. He did say he was a garbage influencer, which he's backtracked on since then. But when I think about it, he never talks about his cycles ever.
Never.
He eats the junk, but he cleaned up his diet to get in shape for the show. Obviously, he wasn't dieting on Five Guys and chocolate milk. But he never comes out and says, this is what you should eat to get big. And I have seen other young influencers do that. I'll see them at like a buffet and say, this is how you need to eat. And they'll show them with the balls of trend. And I take this and that. So I give Sam a lot of credit. Kids might see how he looks and draw conclusions that he's on this or that, and that might make them want to get on a bunch of gear. But whatever. I mean, we were no different. We just didn't have the media platform that he has.
If we had the same platform, Sam, could you imagine the shit we would have filmed? Like back then, like listen, in the 90s, I'm sure in Boston, in 90s in Toledo and Cleveland was just wild. You had characters, you had just all kind of just crazy shit. Sam too, he's from Delaware, which is outside of Columbus, right? So that's check thumbs up for me. But he's a young meathead. He's smart. He's got his degree, got an engineering degree, right? Smart. He's just doing what we did. I think a lot of old guys, Ron, it's just we didn't have our attention came from winning shows or doing shows. A lot of these kids get attention just from being big, but can't get pissed at Sam for doing the Arnold when nobody showed up. Tim could have showed up at the Arnold to do his class, right? He may have got a pro card, but Sam would be like, nobody showed up. Let me give my pro card back. If I did the Nationals, there was like one guy that you think would give that goddamn pro card up? Hell no. He's a kid. He's a 20-something-year-old kid, bro.
Yeah.
That's all he likes to train. He goes to school. I'm sure he's got hanging out with chicks. He's doing what I think people forget how we were. I remember how I was.
Yeah.
And Sam's a lot better person than I was, right? Like night and day. Yeah. And you can't get mad at him because blame the judges. They picked him.
Yeah, true. Someone just made a good comment here. It was a ballsy move. It was kind of I cringed when I saw that because like Tim's talking about a guy who is beloved by millions and millions of people, and I hate to make religious comparisons, but that's like saying something bad about the Prophet Muhammad and thinking you're not going to get a backlash. You're going to get a lot of angry Muslims, and he got a backlash from the Sam fans for sure.
Sam's fans aren't bodybuilding fans; they're Sam fans, right? Like that's how it is, right? It's just like the Selena fans are ready to kill the old lady that's getting out of jail. That's how it's the same. It's the same type of thing, but I get people are very passionate about their role models and their heroes, right? Yeah. I thought Sean won every show. I thought Flex won every show, right? Yeah. And I'm sure if we had social media, I would have been doing the same shit. But we didn't have that. We had the boards, and those were wild. Like Get Big was nuts, and MD was nuts for a little while to tone down.
Oh yeah.
So it was crazy, Ron. It was insane. But for a guy he's our age, man. Like what? He's a kid.
Well, it's when you say popularity wise, the only guy who has more followers on Instagram in our industry is Bumstead. So
that's it.
Sam is more popular than Samson Dauda, than even Hadi has. These guys have big followings, especially like Hadi and Rami and guys like that. But Sam has more. So, and why? Because once I started watching his videos, I'm like, I get it now. I totally get it. He's jacked. He's well-spoken. He comes across as humble, relatable. Yes. You can't hate. If you watch one of his videos, you can't hate him anymore. If you hated him, that will end it. You're like, oh, he's actually a pretty cool kid. I like this guy.
Same with Bumstead. Can't hate Bumstead. Those two guys. They're like Jesus A and Jesus B, right? Derek is like Jesus C, right? So those are the creme de la creme guys, and fans are passionate. Like fan is short for fanatic, right? I know what I post on University of Michigan boards on Facebook. I know the kind of shit I put on Facebook. Yeah. You're fanatical about your idols or your role models, but you also got to sometimes take a step back. Like my step back is from now. Okay, football's over. I can chill, not stress. You take a step back and you do it. But, bro, bodybuilding, like, when you love bodybuilding, right? Like, we love this shit, right? But I just wonder, like, the fans, they don't know Tim. They just saw what he wrote. They don't know the voice of the Olympia. They don't know none of that shit, man. But drama fuels the sport now. Like, we don't got hard times. We don't got Steve Neese. We don't got LT. We got Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Yeah. And this is where we get our news feed. This is where we get our drama. Bodybuilding has always had drama, dude. Always. We always heard stories about this guy and this guy and this guy is doing this. And it's just now it's right away. You know what I mean?
We had no way to comment about the news, really. We just talked to our gym buddy. Now somebody posts a thread about it, and you can have like 20,000 comments. Everybody, or
Right,
somebody makes a
right.
video, and you can have everybody putting their 2 cents in.
Yeah, man. Everybody's got it's an opinion. It's not gospel. You know what I mean? Just chill, people. They just need to take a little bit of my goodies here.
James is Redcon. That's right. I do remember because I was
Yes.
affiliated with Redcon for a while, and I think we were on at the same time. We overlapped for a little bit there. I remember. Aaron?
And he did some filming down in Boca. I remember that for Redcon for a little while.
Yeah, I remember he got mad because I think they were still using him in ads for a little while after. Whatever. That happened. That always
This
happens.
is the greatest sport, man. This is some cool shit. Everybody's insane.
Excoriate's a big word, Kalyan. So I commend you for using the word excoriate.
Who?
Chance of saying James is hostile. Yeah, it's awful. It's politically incorrect. Anyway, I want to let you go, Mike, because we're going to come back in like 5 hours.
Bro.
I know you're hungry. I'm hungry. So, guys, we'll be back here. It's 5 o'clock Eastern. They're going to start with amateurs. I think they're going to rip through that in an hour or less.
Oh, yeah.
So, like 5:45, I'll be just ready as soon as amateurs are over to come back. So, if you leave your notifications on, you'll know when we're live. So, we'll see what happens. Wesley Vissers or Matt Greggo in Classic. And it looks like the 2-man battle in Open, William Bonac or Sasan Heirati. We're going to find out in just a few hours. So that's it. Appreciate you, Mike.
Of course, dude. You had a great time. James was hostile.
I got to point the right way. Big Mike Cox, everybody. Let's hear from Mike.
Peace.
From Ohio, living in Florida. So that's it, guys. We'll be back in a few hours. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you then.